Hello मेरे प्यारे बच्चों and welcome back. Your exams are just around the corner. I know. So today we're going to do a super quick revision of a very important chapter, perimeter and area. Let's get right into it.
I know. I can feel the exam pressure building up. And this chapter, with all its formulas and those tricky word problems, can sometimes feel a bit much, right?
But hey, tension nahi lene ka. I promise you, in just the next few minutes, we're going to make this chapter feel totally easy peasy. All your doubts will be cleared, I promise. Let's start.
All right. First up, let's talk about the first big idea, perimeter. So, what on earth is it? Well, it's actually really simple. Just think of it as the boundary line, the outside edge of any shape. So the textbook tells us it's the total distance you cover when you go around a figure just one time. Imagine you're walking along the fence of a garden. The total length of that fence? That's the perimeter. Or say you're putting a shiny border on your project file. The length of that border is the perimeter. And look at this. This image makes it crystal clear. You see this girl running? The perimeter is just the distance of one full chukker, one full lap around the puck. That's it. Simple, isn't it? Now, for your exams, you really just need to focus on two main shapes, the good old rectangle and the square. Let's quickly see how to find the perimeter for each of them. And here are the magic formulas. For a rectangle, it's pretty logical, right? You just add the length and the breadth, and then you multiply the whole thing by 2, because you have 2 lengths and 2 breadths. For a square, it's even easier. All 4 sides are the same, so you just take the length of one side and multiply it by 4. Simple. Okay, theory is done. Let's try a typical exam question together. So Usha takes 3 rounds of a square park. We know the side of the park is 75 meters. The question is, what's the total distance she traveled? How would we solve this? Let's break it down step by step. First, we need to find the distance of just one round. And what is that? Yep, it's the perimeter. So for a square, it's 4 times the side. 4 times 75, which is 300 meters. But wait, she took 3 rounds. So we just take that 300 meters and multiply it by 3. And our final answer is, ta-da, 900 meters. Usha traveled a total of 900 meters. See, not so tough when you break it down. Fantastic. So we've totally mastered the boundary line, the outside part. Now let's look at the space inside that boundary. And we have a special name for that, area. Area is just the amount of surface that a shape covers. So if you're trying to figure out how much carpet you need for your room or how many tiles you need for the floor, you're actually calculating the area. And this is important, bachcho. Always remember that area is measured in square units, like square meters or square centimeters. Don't forget that. And look at this. The formulas for area are even simpler. For a rectangle, it's just length times width. That's it. For a square, since the length and width are the same, you just multiply the side by itself. So easy, right? All right, exam time again. This is a classic question. You have a rectangular floor, and someone lays a smaller square carpet on top of it. The question is to find the area of the floor that is still visible, the part that is not carpeted. This is a classic 2-step problem. Okay, so first things first, let's find the area of the whole floor. That's 5 times 4, which gives us 20 square meters. Next, we find the area of the carpet. It's a square, so it's 3 times 3, which is 9 square meters. Now, to find the uncovered part, you just subtract the smaller area from the bigger one. And there we go. 20 minus 9 is 11 square meters. That's our answer. Mark my words, you will definitely see a question like this in your exam, so make sure you understand it. Okay, now for a very important part. Let's clear up a common confusion that many students have, something that examiners love to test. And that's the difference between perimeter and area. Please remember this golden rule, bachcho. This is super important. You can have 2 totally different shapes that cover the exact same amount of space, meaning they have the same area, but their boundary lines, their perimeters, can be completely different lengths. And sometimes you'll get a tricky-looking shape in the exam, like this L shape. Don't panic when you see it. The trick is so simple. Just split that weird shape into simple rectangles that you already know how to work with. Find the area of each little rectangle, and then just add them all up. That's it. Problem solved. We're almost at the finish line. To
To bring everything together, I've made a final summary slide. This one has everything you need for that last-minute revision just before you go into the exam hall.
Okay, get your phones ready. Screenshot this slide right now. It has all 4 key formulas in one place. It's the perfect little cheat sheet to look at just before your paper starts.
And that's it. We're done. See, perimeter and area is actually a pretty simple and high-scoring chapter. You've totally got this. Just revise well, stay calm, and you are going to do great. All the very, very best for your exams, my dear students.